Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. This is another episode of Serenity Before Sunrise. It is Monday morning and it is time to be mindful. This is Mindful Monday and we are learning about unlearning survival mode. Today we are unlearning survival mode. Now, I completely understand if you're in the midst of something you need to survive that this may not apply right now, but eventually it will. Because we have a habit of um, going through a crisis or getting into something and we get stuck in that mode. We get stuck in survival. We get stuck in always having to hustle or make sure the next um, bill doesn't come up short or make sure we don't feel like a particular feeling again. It's just a matter of when this thing is over, when the crisis is over, allowing yourself some breathing room. Because we don't always do that. Because we either have experienced it so many times, we are afraid to take that armor off, and we're not able to realize that we don't have to live in fear anymore. Or it's just a matter of this is where you got stuck and you don't know how to get unstuck. So today, we're unlearning. No, we're not doing that. We are recognizing if we're in survival mode or not. That's all I want you to do today is recognize whether you're in survival mode or not. All right. And before I get too far into it, how was your weekend? This was a Monday, and the message I guess was just so wanting to come out that I didn't bother to ask. How was your weekend? And I want you to actually talk back. It's okay. We spoke about self talks last week, and it's okay to talk back. I'm actually talking to you, like legit talking to you. So please do respond. You can send me an email. You can, send me a DM. You can comment on the post. But please do let me know how your weekend was, what you did, if you wish it was better, or you had the most fabulous weekend of your life. Or it was just me. Um, but back to unlearning survival mode. Today's task, today's quest is just to figure out if you're there or not. Figure out if you're there. I think I'm somewhere in between survival mode and just like learning to be calm because it's a feat. It's nothing we're going to get through just in this week. It's really not. But if you recognize it, if you see the signs, the symptoms, you'll be better able to learn what you need to work on. So, um, I just want you to be okay. Times are strenuous enough without always living in flight, fight, flight, or freeze. There we go. So sometimes you do need to actually relax. We call it strength, but it's just fear dressed up as productivity. It could be you've turned into a people pleaser. You always say yes to things and to tasks that you don't really want to do. So that's one way you can recognize it. You can just numb out. Just be numb to everything that is happening around you, and you just go through the entire day on autopilot. And I get it. You didn't choose to be in survival mode. It was whatever moments that you went through that you had to hold down everybody else because no one else would, or hold down yourself because no one else would or no one else could. Okay? So I get it. But that version of you got you here. This next version of you, it demands rest. It demands that you slow down. It demands that you take care of yourself. It demands that you stop rehearsing the pain that got you here. Stop being on high alert, waiting on something to go wrong. This next version of you, it needs for you to breathe. It needs for you to rest. It needs for you to know, like the song says, if you're listening to the background music or when I put out the previews on Sunday, that you know the war is over. Now, if it's not yet for you, that's okay. When your war is over, you can circle back to this. That's totally okay. Totally okay. But I want you to feel safe enough to stop fighting if you've moved past whatever crisis it is. It's not to say I'm asking you to not be ready, not be prepared. That's not what I'm asking you. But I also want you to recognize when you're in a space that you can slow down, that you can stop, that you can rest, that you can honor yourself, indulging some self-care without guilt. Without guilt, because your body remembers. Your body actually remembers what state you're in, and it'll get stuck there. I know. I've been there. Even if you are exercising, or if you're exercising, or you've ever been to a chiropractor and they crack your back or whatnot, and you have to go back probably 2 or 3 times a week or in succession. That's because your body, since it's been so used to being in that particular form, that it'll automatically go back because that's what it knows. So you have to teach your body, you have to unlearn whatever posture you've been sitting in or whatever state you've been in, and not do that anymore, so your body can relax and return to what it's supposed to be. As you move through your day today, just listen to your body. Notice when it tenses up. Notice when your shoulders are way up here, and bring them down. Take some deep breaths. You're more than welcome to take some deep breaths just to get you to a place where you're just at base level. If you have a smartwatch, most of them are enabled with a little breathing exercise on it. I think when I had a Fitbit, it had it on there, and it wasn't even the latest version when I had it. I know Apple Watches has it on there. So if Apple got it, I'm sure Samsung has a version. Whatever watch you have, smartwatch, or even on your phone, download an app. Just take some time to do some breathing exercises whether you need it or not. I was going to say when you need it, but you don't know yet when you need it. You can't yet tell the difference. So just do it anyway. Set 3 times a day. Before you go into work, sit in your vehicle and do that breathing exercise. Midday, take your lunch. Please take your lunch. Midday during lunchtime, do your breathing exercises. Before you have to clock back in or whatever it is you do. And at night, before you go to bed, do some stretches. There are some awesome stretches online that you can do from the bed. I do those from the bed. I try to do an actual workout twice a day, but I only seem to get the morning ones in. But that's neither here nor there. Totally different episode. But I just want you to get used to relaxing, being able to notice when you are out of sorts, when you're a little bit snippy, when nothing is actually going on, but you get angry, or you live from a place of anger or preparedness or just survival. This space is for you to let it out. If you're actually journaling, I would ask that you just consider writing down, what it is that made you feel the way you felt, and how do you feel when you realize what your survival mode looked like. It's not necessarily going to be a panic attack. It's not necessarily going to be bouts of crying. It's staying strong for longer than you have to be, because you're expending all this energy, this extra energy, staying strong, when now's the time for you to be soft. So when it's time for you to be strong again, are you really going to show up at your full capacity? It's staying busy so you don't have to feel things, doing all the things, when what you should be doing is trying to put your life in balance. Now, I know there's no such thing as work-life balance. That is a myth. It's a complete myth. You'll have periods where you work more. You'll have periods where you rest more. But you'll figure that out. And now is the time to do that. Okay? So I'm hoping that you got something out of this today. I know it seems like I was here, there, and everywhere, but recognizing survival mode is your goal today. Recognizing where you are and why is your goal today. That's it. We take it easy on Mondays. It's the beginning of the week. Things are just starting. So you don't have to worry about a whole bunch of different tasks. This is meant to be easy. These little episodes are meant to just bring things to your attention and help you recognize, work through it, write about it if you're journaling, because I love me some journaling. But I just want you to be free from the things that you are using to hold yourself captive. Because it's not always somebody else that's doing something to you. Sometimes you're doing it to yourself, and you're acting out of fear when you think it's protection. All right? So I am hoping, again, that you have a wonderful, mindful Monday, and that you come back and share with me what it is that you've learned, what it is that you've taken away. If it's not from this one, maybe it's something you heard last week. But share this out, please. If it's not for you, I completely understand. Everything isn't for everybody. But there's somebody that's going through that does need to hear a positive word, that needs some uplifting, that needs some motivation. And that is what I exist to do. All right, until tomorrow, I hope you are well. Please drink your water, take your vitamins, and mind your business.